You also cover the Clippers out here in LA, and you're talking about health. Everybody talking about Kawhi and what's going on with the Terminator and what's happening with Kawhi, the Claw. What are you hearing? What do you make of this, Jaime? You've covered sports for a long time. An athlete of his demeanor and the way he's behaved over the last few weeks.
I think this is, the teams keep injuries, especially to their star players, under wraps as best they can. So to hear about an ACL sprain that then is, partially torn, I wasn't totally surprised when we got that news. Kawhi does have that player option for next season. I hope he comes back to the Clippers. I think, as of right now, Vegas odds say that he will. But I'm hoping that Kawhi sat there and watched the team play the way that they did and get as close to the finals as they did and realized that it is a team worth coming back to. And in terms of the way that Kawhi's behaved, it's just who he is. And, he doesn't make for the most exciting interviews, and as a sideline reporter, as a member of the media, I'd love to see a little bit more spark, but I can appreciate the way that he approaches the game. And, he's all business. And he's a damn good player, so I'm all right with it.
Yeah, he really is the Tommy Lee Jones of the post-game press conference. You ever try interviewing Tommy Lee Jones? Pulling teeth.
I haven't, but maybe you have.
Yeah, I have over the years. And like I said, you get anything out of Tommy Lee Jones at a Men in Black press conference, you're doing your job. Ben Lyons on for Rich. It's the Rich Eisen Show. And let's also talk about the other Clippers star, Jaime, and Paul George, who has seemed to exercise some of the playoff demons that have haunted him, some of the vitriol that he's the recipient of. He was able to sort of put that aside and have a terrific postseason, all things considering. What's been your experience like covering Paul George, and how do you see his time in LA moving forward?
Yeah, I'm happy. Playoff P. He shook off some demons, and you know what? Listen, Ben. I appreciated his honesty and his candor when talking about, the difficulties of being in the bubble, because I think that's real. And I think sometimes we elevate athletes to unbelievably, not realistic standards. And this has been a challenging year and a half. And, it's with the pandemic and all of the restrictions and the adjustments we've all had to make in our daily lives. And I thought that I appreciated how honest he was about that. And I think it's important to be honest about things like that. I am glad in a sense that Paul had a chance to play without Kawhi. I wish that Kawhi was healthy, because I really do believe that the Clippers would have been in the finals, and I think they would have had a very good chance against the Bucks. But I'm glad that Paul, given the circumstances, had the opportunity to kind of carry the team, and he did. And I think that I never really understood the vitriol and the attacking. I don't know why that happens. I don't know if that's this social media culture of people bullying. It's bizarre and kind of sad. So I was happy for PG to shake that off and to shine the way that he did, because he deserves it. He's nothing but a joy and a professional to be around. His teammates like him. Reggie Jackson loves him. So I'm hoping that their relationship alone is the reason for Reggie to come back. I hope that's one of the question marks the Clippers can answer for next year's roster, bringing Reggie back, and Batum.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.